Try this again. You tell me?
No. Yes, now yes.
Alright. Okay, not bad.
Look at you give me back.
Yeah. Alright. Trying to sit level to where you are.
Looks so much better on the phone than here.
Maybe because it's blown up here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Westchester.
Uh,
Larry's so cute. He is.
and my wife agrees. Falafel, what's up? Bernardo, what's going on? What's up? What's up? For those here with Team Rampage, thank you for coming through. Rampage had me inspired to start my own streaming, so here we are. And who better to join me than my wife?
Exactly.
So today is going to be a very chill stream, just trying to get to know you guys.
Trying to figure out how this works, so.
Yeah, I feel like an uncle trying to figure this out. It took me
Yeah.
30 minutes just to go live, but we're here, and the goal is to be 1% better every day.
Clipper. No, this Falafel Muhammad that should lift. I do lift. Not as strong as my husband, but yeah.
You're strong enough. You can handle your husband. You can
Yeah.
handle me just fine. El Campion, good question. He's been banned from just about every gym I can think of, so he's probably in the park somewhere working out. Or cutting grass, because he happens to be a landscaper as well. One of the hardest working people I ever met. Oh, Yogi! He's pulling that cord.
Wait, she's pulling. Come here, come say hi. Since you're being a naughty.
Yeah, we got a new puppy. And it's been a full-time job. For anyone that's thinking about it, just be prepared. You may as well have a baby. Can't leave this thing alone for literally 5 minutes or it's gonna piss and shit at least 3 times.
At least she's cute.
I mean, I don't think she's that cute to be worth the trouble, but she'll grow on me. She'll grow on me.
That's one of our dogs. We have a little wiener as well.
Yeah, our other dog, we have a mini dachshund. This one I have definitely grown attached to.
Come say hi. Come say hi, my fatty boy. Did you
Yeah,
convince
this is Henny,
Maya?
short for Hennessy.
Did you convince Maya to quit the factory?
No, Smayev is not quitting the factory. He's not moving out of Russia. He told me he enjoys to be with his classmates, near his family, and he understands that he could live a more lavish life where there's more opportunity for him financially elsewhere, like Dubai. But for him, his classmates, his childhood friends, his family is more important, and he's not ready to leave that behind in pursuit of a more lavish lifestyle.
And it's hard also being in Russia. There's sanctions, so it's not like he can go wherever he wants to as well.
Well, he's been to Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai
and
is
Russians are
open.
welcome to Dubai, and there's plenty of opportunity for him there. It's just, after him even getting a taste of it, he wasn't sold.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was like, bro, your life would change overnight here, but he said that doesn't interest him. He's not driven by material possessions, and I found that inspiring. He really loves to lift, and for him, it's pleasure. He'll train 5-6 hours a day, which is crazy for most, but for him, he genuinely looks forward to it. There's nothing he said that he'd rather do.
Yeah. Like America just food. Hey, stop. Be nice.
The food and the gyms. The gyms in Russia are pretty bare bone, but then when you see somebody
But
like...
that's because we've been in that village in Moscow.
Yeah, in
Moscow
his
is-
village.
Yeah.
Moscow has much better facilities. I actually trained with someone called Sergey.
Yeah.
You were with me in that gym, and it is as good as any other gym I've been to.
Exactly. And that's probably not even the nicest gym in Moscow. There is one that looks insane.
Yeah, I mean, it was an amazing trip because I got to work with Andre, but unfortunately, we didn't stay longer than we should have, and we didn't get to experience much of Moscow. Otherwise, there's, I think, so much I mean, maybe you've already done it. You've been to Russia a few times, but I would have loved to do and see.
Yeah.
So 5 days, which is how long we were there for, just wasn't enough. And his city is Divivo, if I'm saying that right. Divievo, and that's 7-hour drive east of Moscow. So it's a very small city, small population. And with that said, he was able to get to 350-pound body weight, become one of the strongest human beings of all time, 26-inch arms, by only making it to the gym just once a week.
Yeah. Are you still friends with NDO champ?
I mean, I'm still friends with NDO champ. We never had a falling out or anything. It's just, we're living our separate lives. The guy has like a dozen kids. He's like the busiest man on the planet.
But you recently collaborated after Olympia weekend, just a couple months ago.
Yeah, we recently collaborated, but we don't talk every day.
Yeah.
We're not super close. We never were. But I respect him to the moon because as many kids as he has, he's there for all of them, from what it seems, right? And I find that very admirable because, I think he's in his 40s now, and he balances his very large family and traveling the country and being inspirational on top of it. So I respect what he's doing.
Do you think Western food is slop compared to Russia? Slop, I don't know what that means.
You mean like junk food?
I think is it bad, Western food bad compared to Russian? I don't know. I mean, Russian food is quite bland. I had some good food there, but I think Western food, well, I don't know. I mean, it depends on what you like. I do like some of the Russian food, but for the most part...
food?
Pink food.
You're saying slop is like pig food.
Pig food. Slop, like as if Russian food is better. I don't know about that. We didn't have any memorable meal there. Well, in Moscow we did have really good meal in that restaurant, if you remember the mall. That was a really nice filet mignon that you had, and we had other meals as well. I had good food in Moscow. Moscow is nice. Divievo, we only had like one proper meal, which was that Georgian restaurant.
Right. I think overall the food there was pretty, because we were spending most of our time in Divievo, it was very limited.
Yeah.
Right. We didn't get to try much of Russian cuisine.
They didn't have any restaurants. It's more like home cooking there. But I've ate before in Russia. In Moscow, food is really nice. But I wouldn't say Western food is like pig food compared to Russian, to be honest.
No. Do we think Russian food is healthier compared to the West?
I mean, depends. If you're comparing it to junk food, then yes. But even in Russia, you have junk food. You know what I'm saying? And even here in Western world, you have healthy food. So if you mean like non-GMO and that kind of thing, probably. I don't know. I don't know what are their regulations.
I think overall, no one does fast food like America.
Yeah.
Right. And growing up between fast food and the cereal that may as well be candy, growing up on that. It sets yourself up for a lifetime of obesity if you're not disciplined and getting your ass in the gym. Where, my wife and I have traveled the world, and I don't think I've experienced that in anywhere else.
Yeah. I'm going to sleep. Good night, small guy and a big girl. Are you a refugee? Who? Neither of us is a refugee.
No, she's here legally. We didn't smuggle her in. But I thought about it. We were long distance for a year and a half. And the thought definitely crossed my mind to fly on a plane from Mexico.
We were thinking about that because we were desperate. I went to Iran. I used to be a flight attendant, and I went to Iran for 12 hours, and they put like a massive stamp across my passport. So for 8 years, from 2018 till 2025, 7 years, I couldn't get my visa, even though I had student visas before. I traveled so many times here. There was a freaking nightmare to get it. So because you're Bosnian, there was a war. I'm not Bosnian, I'm Serbian. But yeah, I'm Serbian. But no, I'm not a refugee. I'm not. I didn't grow up in the States. I grew up in Serbia, then I lived in Dubai for 10 years, and then I just moved here like a year and a half ago.
And how has your time been here so far compared to Dubai and Serbia?
I mean, it's been nice. Better than Serbia for sure. I still miss Dubai and certain things in Dubai, like how convenient it is, but that's pretty nice here. Yeah. So So how many people we have here? I have no idea. Where do we even do?
So far we have 11. It's our first 11.
Nice. I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for everybody to say hi and ask some questions because we should don't know what the hell we're doing here.
So he's Cardi saying we should post that we're live on socials. The thing is, when posting on other platforms like Instagram, for example, there isn't really any crossover. It's a totally different demographic, right? This is just the grind of being a streamer.
Yeah.
You know, I may have 5 million followers on Instagram, you know, but doesn't mean that I'm gonna have thousands of people concurring from day one as a streamer.
There's UFC on right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's okay.
Who's fighting? Anybody big? Anybody famous?
Anyone have any money on the fight?
Yeah.
Because I find like that's the only real way to enjoy it. Volk and Lopez.
Oh, I think we've seen that Lopez guy in Vegas. He was one of the fights before the Pereira.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm only watching if Pereira's going on. That's my favorite.
I like the Islam and I do like the Hamzat. Of course not, but still helps with the channel growth. Just posting another social. I don't know. Maybe. We're just testing it out, so we'll see. Yeah.
The bulk, it's going okay. I've plateaued at like 295. I'm gonna try and push to 320 best I can to try and make a return to powerlifting this year and just see what I'm capable of with the added body weight. And that's in response to Shane 059.
These biceps never been bigger.
Oh no, that's for sure.
It's like I have big hands, and this hand can't even cover these biceps.
Oh shit. The hands do help with the contrast of how big they are. I watched the video you posted with Rampage. Love how he kicked my ass. Yeah, for sure. He definitely did. I would not want to take a real match with him. Just him messing around was scary enough.
Yeah.
And he said he's not even retired. He said that.
He just hasn't had any fights.
Yeah, he said if the check was big enough, he'd jump back in the ring.
Yeah.
And I mean, his conditioning will have some catching up to do, but he's still plenty strong, I think, to be taken seriously.
I'm surprised he's still strong at his age. Yeah, I mean, he's still training, right? He said like.
Yeah, he's still doing weightlifting nearly every day. He's got a bodybuilding coach to get him more accustomed to using the weights.
Yeah.
You know? And he picked me up like it was nothing. And I'm 300 pounds. 275. Yeah, and that's without ever training the bench press. If he gave it 3 months, he'd be over maybe 350. Your strength on the heavy compounds goes up quick.
Why has mine never gone up?
You haven't let me coach you. You let me coach you, I promise you'd be twice as strong.
He makes me do like, oh yeah, he finishes my training in like 30 minutes, do everything super fast. I just can't. He wants to fight on Aiden Ross and Aiden Ross brand risk boxing in New York.
Yeah, he said he doesn't want to do UFC anymore because of his knees, understandably so. So he just wants to do boxing.
Oh yeah, celebrity.
TRT. Not necessarily. It's all dose dependent. If you're on 100 milligrams a week of testosterone, you can't compare that to someone that's abusing steroids, right? Because TRT legitimately is prescribed to people that are deficient in testosterone. So just using testosterone to bring your levels up to the healthy normal range, right?
Yeah.
Is TRT. It's not the same as abusing steroids.
Not abusing, but using.
What's that?
Not abusing steroids, but just using. Would that be using as considered as using steroids, not abusing?
You're using testosterone, which is a naturally occurring hormone in the body, to bring your levels from what may be double digits to the healthy normal range.
Yeah, I get that, but it's still considered as not natural.
But this is where it's not that much of it's not a black and white statement. Like if you're on testosterone, it does matter how much you're taking, because 100 milligrams of testosterone and 1,000 milligrams of testosterone are two different worlds, right? Like the person on 100 milligrams is on testosterone, but he's not getting nearly the same benefit of it as a person on 1,000 milligrams.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, you can say they're both on a steroid, but they're experiencing two very different things.
Yeah. Would you lose lots of muscle if you're off cycle?
When I was on just 100 milligrams a week of testosterone, nothing else, I dropped down to 255-pound body weight. Mind you, that's not me trying to bulk or maintain any weight.
Yeah.
That was me making an attempt to get just lean and healthy. So I was just eating 3 small meals a day, no shakes, no orals, just 100 milligrams a week of testosterone. And I was still able to maintain 255. Now, if I were to bulk, add creatine, and try and grow on that dose, I likely would add on a few more pounds, get to 260, 265 or so. Now, I'm using growth hormone, and that's been helping me a lot with my recovery, fullness, and like breaking past my previous plateaus. I'm also on a big calorie surplus where I'm on about 6,000 calories a day, 2 shakes, and that's why I'm growing so quickly.
2 or 3 shakes, so many shakes.
Yeah, 2, yeah. Most days it's 2 shakes. I only do 3 shakes if I missed a meal. So 100 milligrams of test compared to 0 milligrams. Okay, if you've been prescribed 100 milligrams of testosterone, it's because you have low T, and low T symptoms are depression, low libido, for example, lethargy, right? You feel like you have no energy, even if you had a full night of sleep. And if that person on low T gets on 100 milligrams of testosterone and now is in the high normal range, he's going to feel like a brand new man. His depression is likely going to be eradicated. His libido will be healthy, not extreme, just healthy and where it should be for a healthy male. And his energy is going to be high and sustained throughout the whole day. Whereas previously on low T, he may have felt very lethargic and like struggled to get out of bed in the morning. So it's a tremendous difference for somebody, and actually life-changing if they are actually low T.
Who's Mike Mansour?
I just have 14 years of bodybuilding experience and just as much time on steroids, so I know my way around a needle. Not to mention, you are your environment, and I've been surrounding myself with world-class bodybuilders and coaches for the last decade. And I now own a gym in Claremont, which is local to me, where my partner is the coach of the biggest bodybuilding team in North America. So I'm able to pick his brain amongst many other coaches that are pro bodybuilders in the gym about these common topics like testosterone use, cutting, bulking. Well, she doesn't follow any fitness content. I mean, if you saw her explore feed on Instagram or TikTok, I don't think there's a single fitness video on there.
No.
There's not one video of anyone lifting or doing anything like that.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Especially guys, like why would women follow these guys who usually advise men, right? So I don't really care about that kind of content.
Even the ones that are just doing fitness entertainment, I think it's like typically 98% of those followers are men.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't find them interesting or nice to look at, so.
Yeah. I was fortunate to get your attention by sliding your DM because there's no other way you would have ever noticed me.
Yeah.
So what if I never hopped on, but I still probably be an elite powerlifter? Who knows? I do believe genetics play a significant role.
Yeah, you have so many people on steroids. I hate when people say that. There's so many people on steroids and they're so weak. He's just naturally strong as fuck. And then obviously being enhanced helped, but if you're weak, then that's it. You're a weak bitch. Doesn't matter how many steroids you take. He's just strong, naturally strong. He's that guy, and you just have to deal with it. It's true. Like it pisses me off when people say, "Oh, would you?" It's steroids. As if steroids give you superpower.
You know, cardio. You're asking a great question because this is something that many have to come to terms with. Is even myself, right? Let's take me for an example. While I have great genetics for both bodybuilding and powerlifting, I don't have the genetics to be the next Mr. Olympia, right? It's not in the cards for me. I mean, when you see guys like Rubiel, Nexilla is his social handle, or Andrew Jack, and you saw what they looked like before they touched steroids, like they, like, you can tell they were destined for greatness in the sport of bodybuilding. You know, now with that said, you have to do the best with the cards you've been dealt. And that's what I did. I didn't know until I pushed myself. It's just a Q&A and chat and stuff. Guys, if there's anything you want to send for us to react to or get our thoughts on, please do. I understand Q&A for hours can be boring as fuck, so I encourage you to engage. And we're happy to talk about current events or other viral videos that are going on in the internet right now. So that would make this a lot more interesting, right? So we need your support. Mike Terry, thank you, man. Thank you. So the grind begins.
Yeah.
We just had to put our crazy puppy in the playpen because.
Yeah, she's overstimulated. She needs to have a nap.
Yeah. Which means she'll be screaming for the next 3 hours.
Maybe not because she's tired. So she can hear us.
Shame. Okay, I think if Jim Reaper locked in and viewed content as secondary, I believe he has what it takes to Mercury. Would that sedate our puppy and make her quiet for a little bit? If so, let's try it. He's saying Mercury in the chat. You know, because I was saying about like how she might scream for the next 3 hours.
But what's Mercury?
I don't know.
Oh.
Anyways, if Jim Reaper were to lock in on training to be the world's best bench presser and make content secondary, then I do believe he has what it takes to break the bench press world record. But that's something that in today's world, especially when you're so incentivized to have great content, and when you've made lifting your identity and you're, what's the matter?
Oh, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He was saying his name. Oh, okay.
And when lifting is paying the bills, it's difficult to make proving yourself in competition where even if you break the record, you're not earning any significant amount of income, right? It's really just a trophy, just a title. And you're losing out because the content while you're training to break a record is, the training is very monotonous. It's not exciting. You're in training, when you're strength training, you're not going for a PR every week. You're not having grinders in the gym, right? And then everything you do for content, that might be, in Baker's example, a one-arm bench press, you know, or a clap bench. And if you get injured or if you exhaust yourself beyond what you're supposed to, beyond what you've been programmed to do, then you're dramatically reducing your odds of success at competition, right? And I struggled with that when I was actively competing, because content of me hitting PRs and doing collaborations was great for awareness, building my brand, and for creating an income. And then slowly but surely, like, breaking records, which wasn't putting anything in my pocket, became less important, you know? So it was challenging to balance, like, being an athlete, being a world-class powerlifter, but also like trying to understand the business side of it, create an income, you know, and like trying to like balance which one's more important and at which time. So I think that if he were to lock in and just be an athlete for like 6 months, he can absolutely do it.
Yeah, he's strong for sure. You have any collabs you always wanted to do? The Rock?
Yeah, absolutely. The Rock, top of my list. Will Smith, top of my list.
He's been nice. I've actually, when I used to be a flight attendant, Will Smith, Jada, and Jada as well were my guests, and they were the nicest people ever. Will Smith is the sweetest guy ever, so is Jada. Yeah, both of them are amazing. So I'm really hoping that's going to happen again. I wonder if he would recognize me. Probably not.
Whoa. Have you looked in the mirror? If not, look over there. We haven't landed on your right.
It's been so long.
No one can forget you.
Yeah, whatever. Guess me up. But I had super long hair, and I just remember him telling me, "Oh, you're tall as fuck." Well, he didn't say as fuck.
Oh, it's like only 5'8".
But the way I was standing at top of the staircase, and then I had heels on, so I was looking like probably like 6 foot. With these heels, and probably look to him taller than I actually am. But yeah, he was actually really nice. Did you see old viral clips from Rampage Stream? We have. That's so funny. First of all, people writing. I know that's like clip farming, whatever. That like I'm feeling him touching my hair, whatever.
Are you?
Huh?
Are you?
I mean, he's fine, but no, he's not my type, for sure not. He was very nice and entertaining. But in that particular clip where I'm like touching my hair, you can tell I'm like fully zoned out, and it was just funny. But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. She didn't say no.
She just, no, I just said yeah, he's okay, but no, like he's not my type.
Okay.
Larry giving her the death stare. How'd you guys meet? He slid in my DMs. Yeah, that's how we met.
Despite what was said with those clip farming clips, I am not a cuck. For anyone out there wondering, there is no cuckoldry going on here in this marriage.
He just knows me, so he's like chilling. Yeah. He knows me. I mean, all due respect to him, I don't like older guys. Like, I like them my age, or he's a bit younger than me. He's a couple years younger than me, so.
What do you mean, guys? There's only one guy for you to like.
No, but I mean, like, in general, like, if I find somebody attractive, then, yeah, it's definitely not.
You find other men attractive beside me?
I mean, I can acknowledge somebody looks good. No, that doesn't mean, like, I'm attracted to them. Larry clip farming already, yeah. Putting me here in like in a weird position. I don't know what to say.
The truth. Would I ever box? I wouldn't. I mean, it took me 40 minutes to recover from wrestling about 30 seconds with
Yeah, but
Rampage.
if you're training, you would build up.
Well, that I'd have to lose significant amount of mass. It would be contradictory to what I'm trying to accomplish this year. I'm trying to add mass, and I would burn so many calories. I mean, he said he would roll for hours, and then he would do cardio for hours daily.
Yeah.
So he was burning so many thousands of calories. There's no way to be able to maintain all this mass. Now, on the flip side, after I achieved the goals I've set in powerlifting bodybuilding, in my mid to late 30s, I do want to transition to another sport that's more endurance based,
Yeah.
and lose all this mass in pursuit of like having a long, healthy life. Being 320 mass monster isn't sustainable.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not looking to have the biggest coffin in the cemetery. So I was going easy. If I hit some trend beforehand, I definitely would have maybe gotten like one solid takedown. I needed a little more aggression. I was a bit too much in my head about like what could go wrong. And every time I would like lunge at him, I'd feel like my hamstring pull a little tight on just one side, not the other. I'm used to everything feeling like familiar when I push myself and lift heavy. So when I'm in the ring, I'm just overly conscious of shit. If I'm too explosive doing this, or if I'm not mobile enough to do that, something's gonna give, right? Because my body just isn't conditioned to be throwing around another 250-pound man. Now Rampage might be an unk, but he's still like 250, 5'11", maybe 5'12".
And strong as hell.
And strong, very strong.
He lifted Larry's videographer so easy, Chris is not a light guy, so yeah, he's strong. Even you, he lifted you as well.
One solid heart attack. Yeah, don't jinx me.
On Moblin or on Streamlabs?
Right now I'm on Moblin. I couldn't get Streamlabs to work. I mean, from what I can see on my screen, the video quality seems decent. It looks a lot better on your phone. Probably is a lot more compressed, and my screen like 32 inches, so it's all stretched out.
Yeah. Oh. Is it current? Okay. It's still got no. Well, this is old one. Yeah, we're live.
The page.
Yeah, we're live. Still.
Yeah.
Quality is very good. Okay, good. Stay on.
Okay, good. Cause we're just streaming from the iPhone right now. It's not a fancy setup. We do have some DJI mics, but it's pretty bare bone. But because the quality looks as good as it does, at least on the phone, I don't even think getting a big body camera is necessary.
Yeah, for now we have that camera upstairs.
Yeah, we do, but I mean the iPhone's so good.
Yeah, exactly.
I might do, because Rampage suggested it down the line, gi jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Right? I think that could be fun.
Oh my god, I don't look forward to watching geese. They stink so bad.
Maybe not.
Soka, Alex was playing jiu-jitsu and she had to wash these geese. Oh, they stank.
Yeah, that's not bad enough as it is, farting 50 times a day from all the shake. So we don't need a sweaty gi on top of it.
Yeah,
but then if I was
farting, but you don't smell like yourself. You smell good. Would you do it at the current body weight, or would you do a crazy cut?
I'd have to do a crazy cut so I can be conditioned, because if I don't, right, then, I mean, I'm 300 pounds now, I'm going to get gassed in seconds, not even minutes, seconds.
Yeah. You need to do another stream with El Campeon.
Yes, we're working on that. I do want to do a stream with his equipment outside because he has like this weird setup since he's been banned from all gyms in like a public park where he has band chains, bars, everything like stored away in bushes, literally.
Yeah.
And I'm curious what the hell he's come up with over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my cardio would be and currently is shit. You know, there's no way at 300 pounds. That's why you don't see 300-pound boxers or jiu-jitsu fighters. It's just too much mass for the heart to have to supply oxygen to. Like, it's definitely working against you. Like having all this extra mass is not going to benefit you whatsoever. Especially someone like Rampage, for example, that's a defensive fighter. He's waiting for you to get gassed out. Like every minute you're spending trying to take him down, you're getting weaker and weaker, which he can take advantage of, which he can exploit, right? So I think conditioning is way more important than strength in martial arts.
You gotta link up with Ashton Hall.
Yeah.
We met
Good
him
point.
that one time before he blew up in Miami boxer gym.
Yeah, right before he exploded.
Yeah.
You know, he had a humble 1 million followers.
Yeah, I don't think he
And
even
then-
had 1 million followers at that time, and he just blew up.
Yeah, no one saw that
Pretty
coming.
crazy. Yeah.
No one saw that coming. I'm not going to recommend steroids for anyone here in the chat if that's what you're looking for. Etnu. I'm not about to prescribe you your first cycle. It's not going to happen. I don't want that liability.
What's the best thing?
Right now, creatine, stick to your meals, don't skip meals, sleep, train hard, you'll be fine. I should react to Kevin Randleman versus Rampage. Kevin, did you see that?
I have no idea who that is. Ashton Hall, they're gonna race each other. We all running.
Well, I actually did the 40-yard dash for a video like 6 months ago or so. What did I run, like a 5.5? I think it was like a 5.5. Wasn't too bad. It was like
Yeah.
260 back then, though. Best stack for acquiring Bosnian wife? Okay.
Well, he don't know. I'm not Bosnian.
I
But he knows it.
can give you the best stack for a Serbian wife. 7-figure income. Start there. Expensive.
Facts.
Very expensive. This is like the Bugatti of wives here, you know. So, you know, if you can't afford the maintenance, don't test drive the car. I did TRT because of you, and now I'm infertile and have ED. You must have done it incorrectly because TRT would not give you ED.
Quite the opposite, no?
Huh?
Quite the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. You have the opposite problem. You become a gooner.
I think bro's fixated on her being Bosnian.
You
Well,
can't-
because my name is more Bosnian. My name is not Serbian, so that's why. But I am minority of Muslims in Serbia, so like, yeah, that's why people think I'm Bosnian, but I'm not. Like, I did my DNA ancestry. I'm 99. Well, actually, when they did, it turned out I'm more Albanian than Serbian, which is funny. But I'm like 55% Albanian and 44% Serbian, and then 1% I'm like something to do with like Italy. I don't even know, like some weird mix.
And 100% naughty Muslim girl.
Yeah, exactly. Serbians are Christian is what I thought. Well, majority are, but I'm not. My city is Muslim. W Albania.
She's from a small village. How many hours
Stop
from?
saying village.
Belgrade?
It's a city.
I mean, when I went there were huts made out of straw. and
Oh,
stone.
whatever.
It's actually like the biggest, like second biggest city in Serbia.
No, it's not second biggest city. No, it's not. But it's just a normal size city, like it's just a regular city. I don't know.
With the most youth in it.
Yes, the youngest city. in
Yeah, the
Europe.
youngest. That's what I meant. The city with the most youth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got that impression when I went. There's a ton
Yeah,
of kids.
it's a lot of young kids. She's descendant of Franz Ferdinand. That I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That I have no idea either.
Yeah. Henny's falling asleep.
Yeah, we're boring him.
Say hi. Say hi. We have the cutest. You watch UFC or boxing?
Mostly the highlight clips.
Yeah, I like. To be honest, I do like watching UFC and I do like boxing. So whenever it's on, I'll watch it. But yeah. Do you play any video games?
I've rotated a few games. I was just playing Baby Feet. I like very challenging games.
Yeah.
The ones that are too easy put me to sleep. And I was playing Higher on Life. So I'm a big fan of Rick and Morty, and you got Morty's voice as the gun, giving commentary throughout the whole game, and it's hilarious. So right now, that's what I've been playing. Looking forward to Resident Evil. That's my favorite game of all time. Maybe I'll do a stream playing the new Resident Evil Requiem. That's coming out in a couple of weeks. Yeah, love killing zombies.
Yeah, anything horror or scary, Larry's on board.
Yeah, big horror fan. Whether it's video games, movies, shows. Yeah.
Wait, Bobby. Oh, you're so heavy.
I'm surprised Yuki's not going crazy right now.
I think she fell asleep. She's tired. She's tired. Imagine Larry gaming on stream. He's just too chill though. Get
Okay.
desktop set up for streaming. It's content for sure. I mean, wouldn't this be like a streaming setup?
Yeah, I mean, my desktop is overpowered for playing any video game out there, that's for sure. But I think he means like getting more equipment to stream properly.
Oh, okay. But the headphones, whatever.
Yeah.
The sub noise should be your laugh. Say perfect.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, so on the next stream, like, look, this is just the first one, like a trial. We're gonna have like custom emotes, and we're gonna have like the thing Rampage had, like that JBL speaker.
Yeah.
Where every time somebody donates a couple dollars, it'll like have an AI voice in SpongeBob or something. And yeah, there will be IRL content in the future. I'm gonna do something with Clavicular this year for sure. And I have some other collabs lined up that aren't even fitness related, just some fun stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna travel some places. So yeah, you don't want the smoke. Oh shit. IRL is in real life, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Clavicular. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, so he can rate our face from 1 to 10.
Yeah, I'd love him to rate our faces and our physiques. That'd be great.
Yeah. Are you gonna start calling your?
No, don't start that Diddy Booty. Don't start that. Look, let's leave that on Rampage's channel. Right? We had enough of that for a lifetime. What was it, last time we were over there?
Yeah.
We heard that at least 100 times.
Yeah. If you want to do something, then at least like do something new, original. Let's not recycle.
Yeah, come up with a new derogatory term, please.
Larry,
that one's reserved for Rampage.
Yeah, Larry, you should
For
bone smash. But I don't know what that means.
Yeah, catch us up. What does bone smash mean?
We need to be, we're like uncle and auntie, we don't know any of this stuff.
We're learning. We're like, if Rampage at his big age, 47 can learn, we can learn.
Yeah. See, Fairy Larry. Lair Bear.
Yeah, I don't want that one to stick. I don't like Lair Bear. Makes me sound too soft.
Really? Damn, you're huge.
Shit. Yeah, for sure. Getting a little thick around the waist there.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of like streaming we should do. Maybe people can give us like some suggestions, or like what would they want to see from us.
Yeah, I mean, look, we don't have a ton of you in here right now, but your opinion does matter. So we'd love to know what you'd like to see from us moving forward, right? This is, again, just a trial run. Right now, it's a bit of a Q&A. Maybe it's reaction content. Maybe it's in real life content. You know, I want to do some stuff where we're out in the mall shopping. Some in the gym. Some while we're traveling. I travel all the time, like the biggest fitness expos in the world, and not just that. I don't want to make this all about fitness. I have so much of that covered on my other platforms. This one to be different. But I do want to do more like experimental stuff on here with the wife, of course. So, like, we're going to. Why don't you do the YouTube stuff inside streams? Do the YouTube stuff.
Then edit the entire stream for the YouTube. I guess like he means like when you're collaborating and do like stream and then just like edit it to be a YouTube video. I guess that's what they mean. Maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna entertain that for sure. We'll
What's
entertain it.
okay? UFC fighter bone smash their shin, which breaks small fracture and repairs stronger. Clavicular bone smashes your jaw to get a stronger jawline. What's your opinion on Clav? I mean, we don't really watch his content. I've just seen some viral stuff, and he seems funny. Like, to be honest, if anything else, like he seems like a cute little funny kid.
How old is he?
I don't know. Like, it looks like he's, I don't know, 19, 20, something like that.
Hmm.
Okay. He's young. Yeah, he looks young.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Well, what I will say is he is very entertaining. That's for sure. He is very entertaining.
Yeah, that like he's recommending people like glow stacks and shit like that. Is he selling peptides? If he is, he must be making some money.
I think all you need for a better jawline is to cut your carbs, because once you fix your diet, like that round face look that everybody hates, like goes away once you lock in and have like a high protein, low carb diet.
But some people just don't have that shape. They have like, long faces and no jawline. So I get it, but there are jawline implants which look way better, and you don't have to do all this crazy stuff, and it's really like an in-office procedure.
Yeah, jawline's all about losing body fat, losing water weight, cutting off the sugar carbs. But the problem I have with jaw filler is that like when fat guys get jaw filler.
Not filler. It's an implant. So it's like this small metal, or I don't know what material it is. They put it here and here. And I think Kim Kardashian actually has one. It just gives you that defined jawline if you don't have it naturally. So you stop that like filler migration, and just filler after some time doesn't look good. It makes you look puffy, while the jawline implants don't do that.
Well, the problem I have with people getting like jawline, whether it's implant or filler, is if you haven't fixed your diet, the root cause of you having a round face, worked on that first. If you're like overweight, soft, chubby, and then you have like this angular jaw, it just doesn't look right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So if you're gonna even think about that, I would say like first like get lean, get healthy, and then like once you've done the best you can without surgery, without fillers, then maybe you can entertain that if you're still not satisfied.
Yeah. He plans to do a double jaw surgery, although his jawline is. That means then he has some insecurity problem. But I seen he's like some life risking surgery or something like that. I think it's just maybe to hype up whatever it is. But
sounds like clip farming to me.
Yeah, but he has a great jawline on its own, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Bro, he barely works out.
Yeah, I mean, that's a troll comment. I mean, he's not even 200 pounds. I mean, there's no way he's going to outlift me.
Yeah.
I think even when I'm injured, I can outlift him.
Even I think I can.
That's not a flex, by the way. It's
Yeah.
not a flex. It's not a flex. He's not a lifter.
Yeah, exactly.
But he has a good physique.
Does he? I've never seen his
He
body.
is aesthetic, not just from the neck up, from the neck down too. I've seen him shirtless on his gram, and he's absolutely in great shape. He does meth. Where did you hear that? That he does meth? Like the rumors going around. I've never heard that about him. Send me the link to where he says out of his mouth that he does meth.
Yeah, he
Like,
said
I wanna
it
hear-
himself. They were saying.
Send me the link.
I've seen something like in small doses people take meth for whatever reason. I don't know if that's true. Like.
If that's true, that just sounds so asinine. Like,
Yeah,
I've
it's
done.
not a rumor. Adderall probably.
Okay, well, please send me the link here in the chat, and I will check it out right now. 'Cause
So
I
many
don't
people are
believe that.
taking Adderall. I took it once to study, and I couldn't sleep for 2 days. It was horrible. I think it's a meth derivative. What, the Adderall? I don't know.
Now, if it behaves like meth, or is he actually taking crystal meth, like out of a pipe? Like, how is he taking meth, right?
Maybe microdosing meth. I don't know.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Oh shit! She woke up in her.
He ran after taking Adderall. He sniffs the white stuff as well. Oh well, I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. What he does, whatever makes him happy, it's not my life.
I can't post links in chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how did they post those reaction stuff? In Discord, I guess? And then...
There's a Discord group we can make, so we can send us links.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get lots of trolls here in
Yeah.
the chat sending crazy links, so we need a mod to manage that.
What's this plus that you have in chat?
Oh,
Just,
I don't think it's anything. It's just,
oh, okay.
Bilal, thank you. Happy to have you here. Yeah. Use it to get lean. I mean, there are healthier ways to go about it. Like there's things like retatrutide that will suppress your appetite. But what I found with dieting, especially cutting, it does get easier the longer you do it. Like the first couple of weeks is rough. Your body is screaming at you for carbs and getting your fix. Usually it's fast food or snacks. Once you get past the first couple of weeks, it does get easier. You know, and I don't think you should be turning to things like Adderall, Coke, or meth to suppress your appetite.
Yeah, definitely.
It's, you know, like solving one problem, but trading it for another, right? Like you're trading one problem for another. My wife has tried Roundup. I've taken it for a little bit, and
yeah, I loved it actually. It worked for like I'll say 3 months for me, and I did lose at that time like 10 pounds for sure. But then it stops suppressing your appetite after some time. So I guess you have to just keep increasing your dose. But yeah, I mean, I had great energy on it. I felt good. I stopped taking it. And then I took it, I think, the last week, but it hasn't suppressed my hunger yet. So I'm gonna take it again, I think, tomorrow, just slightly bigger dose, and then see if it's gonna make me snack less, I guess. Breakfast on a cut.
breakfast on a cut. You mean what should you have for breakfast on a cut?
Yeah, egg whites with some spinach and like toast. Yeah.
Yeah, and guys, with cutting, a lot of it is just reducing the size of your portions.
Yeah.
Right? So it doesn't mean you can't have pancakes, rice, bread, this, that. It just means have a smaller serving size of it. You know, like when I'm preparing for a bodybuilding show, I still have pancakes and rice occasionally. It's just I have a much smaller portion. When I'm bulking, I have a much larger portion and more frequently. Right? So it doesn't mean just eliminating these foods from your diet altogether.
Yeah. What's the sweet spot for mentally locking in with no AI? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, could you please rephrase that? I don't know what mentally locking in with no AI means. Do you mean like not asking chat and Grok and things like that questions about how to get better at this or that? Like, I don't really understand. Hi, Tyler.
Just delete the app if you have problems with AI.
Yeah, you have an AI addiction? Like, are you addicted to asking AI questions? 'Cause I think we
you did at one point though. You were talking all day to chat. Like you would chat this, chat that.
I was talking more to chat than my wife at one point.
Yeah.
Like when it first dropped, I was just so fascinated with what it would clap back with.
Yeah.
I couldn't get enough.
Preferred pre.
What's up, Los? Crack me, please.
Blast packs. If you guys haven't tried blast packs.
Oh shit! You made me a cup of coffee. I haven't even had it. It's a cold now. Shit.
Yeah. Blast packs are the best thing for a pre-workout. There's only 3 ml of fluid. You squirt it in your mouth, and that's all you need. 200 or 300 mg of.
There's
caffeine.
200 mg of caffeine, and we're working on like how to brand it because I'm not sure if we should be saying it squirts in your mouth or you slurp it out of the pack. Like, I think both sound kind of sus.
I mean, you can do each, like whatever makes you happy.
Love's crack? No, I'm actually all natural. I just
What
take
type of
creatine.
piece is this? This is electrolytes. I just like orange flavor electrolytes. I don't like just regular water, so I just put packets of electrolytes and I drink a couple of these.
Oozes in your mouth, explodes in your mouth. Like, what's the least sexual way to brand it?
I mean, people will sexualize anything you say, so might as well just use it to your
The
advantage.
generation of gooners.
Yeah.
And by the way, here's a cool life hack. Like, if you have trouble drinking enough water, all you need to do is add electrolytes to your water to make it taste good.
Yes.
Add a little bit of sodium to it, which makes you want to have more water because it makes you more thirsty when you up your sodium intake. And you'll go from drinking maybe just one of these every couple of days to like 4 a day. And then you rotate the flavors like grape, lemon, and whatever. And it's a healthy, sustainable way to get all your water in. I mean, there's no need to thug it out drinking just plain water. That gets old quick.
Coconut water, I do like it, but you cannot drink so much, and it has a lot of calories if you think about it. Like, and
It's full of sugar.
and natural
Oh my
sugar
God.
as well. This is 0 calories, no calories, no sugar, nothing. So it's a lot easier to drink than coconut water. Coconut water, even if it's natural, it still has a lot of natural sugar.
Yeah, if you're drinking coconut water all day long instead of plain water, you're gonna be fat. Like there is so much sugar. Look at the sugar content of coconut water compared to the can of Coke. It's not that far off.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you don't want to drink your calories. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't like drinking calories.
Yeah, like give me a slice of cheesecake over a fucking coconut water or a can of Coke any day.
Yeah, our supplements needed. I only take fish oil.
I think most aren't. I think most supplements are not needed. I think the ones that you see and feel the results from are the ones you want to keep taking.
Yeah.
I think the ones that are like for like cognitive ability, for example, are just placebo. Like how do you know if something is helping with your memory? Like how can you put that on paper and compare and contrast? Like, well, this supplement supports your memory and cognitive function and makes you sharper at this or that. Like how the fuck can you compare and contrast that? Right? So I would take supplements that I can see and feel the results from, such as creatine, pre-workout, protein, right? Things that I can like see like with photos, like visible evidence of my money spent working.
Yeah, what do you think about NAD? If your NAD levels are decreasing in your 30s, then I think you should take it. But if not, like I see people in their early 20s taking NAD. I don't know why, just because they heard on the internet they should be taking. It's actually dangerous to take that. Like get your doctor and measure your NAD level. Why would you take something that your body naturally produces, especially in your early 20s? If you're in your 30s where your NAD levels are naturally declining, then yes, for sure. But before that, like I see girl 21 taking NAD, I'm like, for what? Like it's stupid, like it's unnecessary. Anadrol and ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is nice to sleep, that's all I know about. And for anxiety, Anadrol, that's your expertise.
Yeah, Gooner, you don't need to be taking Anadrol from what I just read in that sentence.
Gooner,
like, you should stay away from I read Gooner. Like, stay away from both.
Yeah. Your laugh is so majestic and glorious. It really is. Gooner.
Does Diamond Gym teach bad techniques? I don't think they teach technique at all from my experience. I don't think there's any technique teaching going on whatsoever during my 3-hour workout there, which I hated and I'm never doing again. I don't see the benefit in me or any other bodybuilder or strength athlete benefiting from doing burpees and push-ups in between 30 to 50 rep sets. I just don't see what they're trying to accomplish there besides make great content, which they have. You know, credit to them, they've made great content. But as far as what I believe is effective for building muscle, getting stronger, I don't think that's the right approach.
Yeah, I think it's just more like about motivation and just like whatever they're preaching, pushing hard and pushing beyond your limits more. That's the message I feel like they're trying to get across.
And that's what I find, yeah, exactly. The message they're pushing is what's most important. That's what they're really trying to accomplish, right? But like how they're putting these influencers and athletes through workouts, it's really, guys, like the message is what they're trying to get across is when it gets hard, when you're out of your comfort zone, don't just give up, push. Yeah. See it through to the end.
You think L-carnitine pills are a
scam? I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know much about L-carnitine. I know people were taking it for flat belly or something.
Mm-hmm.
Best thing for flat belly is put a hole in your spoon. That's what we say in Serbia. Put a hole in your spoon and you're gonna lose weight.
I would strongly recommend getting a Serbian wife. Very good, very quiet.
You guys been to Dubai, going next week for the first time. Where should I go? Yes, I lived in Dubai for 10 years and you're going to get the best time actually. Where should you go? Well, things in Dubai change all the time, so it's hard to tell. We haven't been in 2 years.
Well, my best experience there would be going to the mall and having a penguin sit on my lap in the desert. Like all of that should never be possible. But you go to Dubai, to a desert, to the mall, and then you can literally have a penguin live sit on your lap.
Well, I don't know how fun is that, but you should definitely go dune bashing. Then you should go to some beach club. And when I say beach club, it's not like party, it's just like chilled. You have shisha by the pool. You enjoy food, amazing food. Then for a night out, I really don't know. I haven't been. Now they have some new restaurant. I heard Baoli is really good nowadays. And
speaking of restaurants, our favorite restaurant in all of Dubai is Rafe Kushiyaki. And there's a couple locations. You got to go to the one in Wassel Mall.
Dar Al Wasl.
Dar Al Wassel Mall.
Yeah.
Unbelievable ramen, unbelievable everything, right? You're not
They
gonna be
have a
disappointed.
Michelin star for katsu. No, it's a sandos for Wagyu sando,
Yeah,
and everything there is amazing.
outstanding. Again, like there is so much to see and do in Dubai. Make it at least a 2-week trip. You're probably where are you flying from? Because if you're flying from like Europe, Asia, UK, I get maybe just a week. It's not too far of a trip. But from America, like from LA, it's 17 hours to get there. So make the most of it. Spend some time there if you're coming from the States.
What about beach clubs in the day? I'm taking notes. Just like look which I think I don't know, Bali is a beach club. I'm not too sure. Just look what are trendy, and I'm sure when you go to Dubai, you can ask anywhere at the hotel. They can tell you which beach clubs are good. I have no idea, to be honest. Will there be a workout collab soon on stream?
There will be. The next one hasn't been confirmed yet, but I'm working on like a content calendar, and workout collabs will be a big part of that. But again, like I said earlier, I don't want to flood this platform with fitness content as I have so much of that on every other platform already. So this platform want to offer something different.
Yeah.
Do we plan on having kids in the near future? What is near?
Yeah.
A few years?
Yeah, a couple of years. I mean, like we're thinking like maybe 3 years, hopefully, God willing, if our health is good, hopefully.
I don't know if I have any swimmers left, but I know there are drugs that can be taken to get me the best.
Yeah, if not, we're
Odds of
gonna
getting
have to
pregnant.
find a donor.
Is that why you're looking at Rampage like that?
I think he's too old. Well, for guys, no, but he already has 5 kids, and I don't know, 2, 3 baby
Means he's
mamas.
fertile.
No thanks. Larry, you cooked. Will your kids have the same laugh?
If they don't, then I know they're not my kids.
If it's a girl, I really hope not. If it's a guy, sure. Some Falafza, he'll volunteer. I don't know about that. We'll see.
Lost, crack me please. Did I grow up fat or skinny? I grew up skinny. Like, you can see my lungs pumping with air as I was breathing, that skinny. And I wasn't able to put on size until I was about 17. But then once I figured out how to do it, it was easy. What's the name? We haven't picked out names. Don't put that kind of pressure on us just yet. It's that's gonna be challenging, picking a name.
Huh?
They were saying like what names we're gonna pick for our kids. I'm like, we don't.
Blade. If it's a boy, Blade. I like that name.
But I kind of like the idea of Larry the Fourth.
Oh,
I'm
please,
Larry the Third. My
Larry,
grandpa was Larry. My
He's
dad's
the
Larry.
only cool Larry I know. Please, we're not continuing that. I'm 5'11", 255 and Jewish. Yeah, Mohammed Jewish, sure. Whatever.
How am I so strong? 14 years of strength training, good programming, sleep, recovery, and training.
There you go.
I gotta use the bathroom. Why do you have the door closed this whole time? It's
Just-
warm.
It wasn't closed. Oh, because of Yuki. So she was barking. Yeah. I started skinny also, but my body can't take food most of the time. Well, I don't know what to tell you. How many pets do you have? 2. We have a little sausage dog and my little mini Bernedoodle. She has blue eyes. Yuki, look up. Look how cute you are. She's a little monster.
Yeah, she ain't cute to me yet.
She really?
No, because she's
Just
a
like
handful.
if you were looking at her without like anything else, just like based on her face.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm sure she'll get more cute as time
Will
passes.
the baby be on creatine? Yes, definitely. I also grew up in Westchester. Okay. What else? What's up with this face? There only one laughing emoji?
Yeah, our emojis are very lackluster. We gotta up our emoji game. They're weak
Yeah.
as fuck.
Those are just like every chat has its own.
Yeah, like Rampage has his own custom emojis, so
Ah.
that's what our backend guys got to do for homework. He's got to make us some better emojis.
Yeah. Larry low-key more gifted than Phil Heath.
That's definitely no. Phil has one of the best physiques of all time. I mean, he won Mr. Olympia like 7 times. He's goated.
Would you and your girl Mog collab and his girl? Well, you tell us. Well, I think she's like very like I think because we are both of us like I'm quite tall. I think in America for a woman, and he's also so big. So wherever we go, we always get attention just because we kind of stick out from other people.
Yeah. So guys, what she's trying to say is, if you're clapped, just get big, and you'll get attention.
Yeah.
Get big and rich helps as well.
Who's your favorite Mr. Olympia?
Ronnie Coleman, that's a no-brainer. You know, but back to clavicular, he normally rates people on their like facial structure,
Yeah.
right? Chat, rate our facial structure. Warm us up for what we can expect when we collab with clavicular. Like if I can't take what you can say in the chat, it's probably not a good idea to collab with clavicular.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to glaze.
Larry Mox. I agree, 100%.
Larry Chop. Damn.
Damn, he's very harsh. So if Larry's chopped, you guys are crazy.
I need to de-bloat. Yeah, I'm a bit bloated right now.
I mean, at 300 pounds, it's really hard to be a bit bloated just because it's a lot of food. And also, we had like these couple days. We did have a lot of sodium. We had the other day we went with Rampage. We had Japanese food with a lot of sodium and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying, like, the heavier you get, the uglier you get. Being slim absolutely is more attractive because being healthy is attractive.
Yeah, I know what they say. You're not ugly. You're just fat or broke.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be both. Don't be fat and broke.
Cardio.
Too many debuffs. Cardio at my house. Am I the only one to stream? Yes. Cardio, I think so. Everyone else is active here in the chat. Yo, what's good?
Looks way different than the last time at 300 pounds. Oh, for sure.
True.
He used to be like really big and he was eating a lot of shit. So now he eats clean.
All right. What's up, Rexus? And I can't pronounce that crazy username. Something with inject anabolics. Oh, the guy with inject anabolics username is talking about injecting anabolics. What a coincidence. Rexus. Sure, I do need a mod. Absolutely. If you're looking to help, I'll take it. I'll just jump at 34.
Damn.
Damn.
Hopefully we got
This
some
chat's
fun.
getting busy.
Let's get some because we were talking about mogging clavicular. This girl.
Oh, same clavicular giving us more people in the chat. Clavicular. Yeah, so don't pin 2 grams of test at 15 years old. I strongly recommend against that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Supporting small streamers. Thank you guys.
Please do. Would you make good gains? Actually, okay, yes. 200 milligrams of test would give you great gains if you have low testosterone. So see what your test levels are at first, because if you already have high natural tests, going on 200 mgs is not going to give you any significant benefit. It does help if you're injecting, say, weekly, as opposed to like your hormones naturally fluctuating throughout the weeks. So you still will get better performance overall injecting testosterone because your levels are more stable, but it's not going to be night and day.
Now. Damn.
Shit.
When did you start streaming? This is our first day of streaming, first time. So.
And I think we're ready to quit. Is that right? This is hard. No, I'm just joking. I think we're having a good time,
Yeah.
and this is going to be the nature of a lot of the streams. I would love to make a Discord, better emojis, better emotes.
Yeah.
That way, on the next one, we can start reacting to some content and make it more like an open discussion.
Yeah.
Because as interesting as our lives are, I wanted to make it things that are interesting for everybody, you know? So.
I used to look up to you. Now
Oh,
I
more
can
kicks
beat
from
your
page.
ass, boy. Can you beat my ass though?
Probably not in the way that you're thinking.
I'll beat everybody's ass. I'm Serbian.
Let me rub tanning cream booty pounder. Okay, Rampage was right. There are a lot of butt blasters here in the
Yeah.
chat. Like, now that I'm on the Kick front page, the butt blasters are flooding in.
Bosnia doesn't.
Please, like, leave the Diddy Booty Jackson stuff on Rampage's stream. Now it's getting hard to keep up, but
Your wife is a little swordka. I don't know what that means.
do you mean she's beautiful? Like, oh, Yeah, a little sorted, I guess. Like you're well put together.
I have no idea.
Because you said I like my Serbians. Strongly recommend a Serbian wife, right? Strongly recommend a Serbian wife, if that's what you're saying.
Do you think Lab would be able to get your physique with peptides? Hell no. Even if he tried, even if he gets on steroids.
With
you're gonna get
peptides,
like
no.
this.
Steroids, maybe.
No, like
Clavicular is gifted physically. Like he
has
could
different
have a
kinds-
great
how,
physique.
How tall is he?
I don't know how tall he is, but I saw him shredded. He's aesthetic, neck up and down, and if he hopped on a proper cycle and like
Oh, we have
blowed
some
it up.
Serbian here. It says Drogiro na
He could-
Veprica, which means like squirrel on drugs or something like that. Yeah, Diddy wheels. No, please. Let's not do Diddy wheels.
Okay, I can
Let's
see
get
like
Diddy.
all Rampage's chat is here because the Diddy Booty Wheels is making a
Maybe the UFC
comeback.
fight is over, so that's why people are now more active.
could be. What would you say is high natural testosterone? Anything in the 700s is high natty. If you're in the 700s, you're doing good.
What made you want to stream?
He's on test. Has he said that out loud before, or are you just like assuming he's on test? Because if he's on test, and that would explain why he's as hard and shredded as he is. And I wouldn't be surprised, considering he's willing to take like risks with these dangerous surgeries and peptides. Peptides aren't dangerous, but the surgeries he's doing are, I mean, with what the clip farmer was saying, dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be scared of taking a little testosterone. So I do believe it if he hasn't said it out loud.
He ran trend before. Glad has been on test since 14. He said.
Bro, he's done everything. Oh my god.
He said he's run trend before the looks max for blah blah blah. Oh well, I mean, good for him. Whatever.
Well, for somebody on trend, he's pretty small.
Yeah.
Like if you're on trend and only as big as clavicular, like you're not trending properly. Trend is the most potent, effective steroid you can get your hands on. Like if you're not super jacked on trend, maybe your trend's fake,
Say
or you're
something.
not training.
Somebody that can say something in Serbian.
Wait, I know something. Damn it, wait. Wait, I know a word. I know one word at least. Chavapi.
Uštipak.
Ustipak. Ustipi.
What? Okay. Šta ima?
Stay. Well, now it's cheating. Now you're telling me all the Serbian words, so it's yeah.
That's so funny. So this person is laughing. He's on 200.
So am I. I'm on 280 megs a week of tests. So maybe he's got to check his source. Clavicular, if you ever see clips from me, I'm talking about your cycle, like hit me up. Promise you I can get you even more jacked without increasing your dose. Because if you're on that much test, you should be a lot bigger.
How in the fuck did Devin?
Because Devin's like the best arm wrestler of all time, only second to Levon. That's how. Like, I couldn't. Had Devin lost a match to anyone besides Levon in the last like 15 years? This
Yeah.
guy's like. And I love Devin for being an ambassador of the sport because he has so much charisma. He's so entertaining. If anyone should be a streamer, it's Devin. Like, he has so much personality.
And his wife as well. His wife is. I've never seen anybody cheer for their husband as much as his wife. It's crazy.
Seriously. Like, he would just be on stream, like, doing pronation and wrist curls for hours.
Yeah.
And, he should totally...
What that
That's
neck do, Larry?
I know, the neck is necking. And I haven't even been doubting consistency because I'm nursing some injuries. So I'm kind of worried how big it's going to get when I start pulling heavy every week. The body can respond quite quickly, especially when you're on a high calorie, high PED diet. And I'm a bit worried, like, my neck's going to get too big. Right now, all of my clothes are getting too small around the collar line because my neck has grown so much in the last few weeks since I've been bulking. I'm being choked by all my shirts.
Can you do more content with Coach Greg? He's the best YouTuber. Hell no. Right, with that squeaky old man, no thanks.
Greg is preying on my downfall. I'm not sure about him anymore.
Yeah, no, he's a troll. I don't like him. Wait, real question. Okay, I'm sure. Wait, what else? Do a stream with the clavicular. That's a plan. So we can mock him and
Do you
his
help
girl.
out Smile? He should come on Kick. Oh, you know what? Maybe Smile could go on Kick because Kick is open to nearly every country, while Russian has to.
They have their own streamers. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Russia has their own streamer. I don't know if they have their own streaming services. No, but for sure. I mean, with VPN and everything, you use VPN in Russia though. So
Yeah.
It's no problem. I think. Is this your wife? Yes, I'm his wife, and my name is Shayla, so they don't refer me as. So you should put Larry Wills and Shayla, so
Yes.
people don't refer me just to as Larry's wife. I have my name.
Good point. Yes. Shayla, for those that don't know.
Yeah.
I usually skip this part.
I think all the gay comments are from the Rampage.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
A lot of people ask me thoughts of peptides.
I mean, look, I think most peptides are placebo. I think the only one that I've used to date that I was able to feel and see a difference from has been retatrutide.
Yeah, somebody asked if my fart smell. I don't fart.
I've been with her over nearly 5 years now, and she has not farted a single time. So hats off. Like, I respect your commitment to not being a smelly woman. Not one. I haven't smelled a single fart. I haven't even yet gone into the bathroom and smelled your shit.
Because I don't do that. I don't shit. I don't fart.
I'm trying to wonder if she actually shits or not. Or, I have yet to smell it. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know.
Somebody said I'm a plastic ass bitch. Thank you. I don't care. What else? W booty hole. Yo, Larry's been watching you since the 8th grade. I'm a senior in high school now. I love you, bro. I wish to meet you. Well, if you come to One Gen Gym, you can always meet him. He's
I'm there every single day from 9 to 12 p.m. at One Gen in Claremont. Pull up, say what's up, get a spot for it or whatever you want. I'm there for you. And we are in Claremont. One Gen Gym in Claremont.
Is the love real if you haven't heard her fart? Look, I don't think girls should fart. Something should be private.
Preach.
Don't get your man to see all this stuff. Look good in front of your man because he fell in love with you when you look good put together. So every day I get up, I shower, I look good, I put clean clothes, I smell good. I don't fart, I don't shit. I'm not a nasty ass bitch. So just take care of yourself, you know?
I don't fart 9 out of 10 times to get the urge, but even still, that 1 out of 10 times to get the urge throughout the day adds up being 50 times, but I do my best to hold them in, It's just out of respect. It's not nice.
Yeah,
just,
right.
It's not nice.
He farts in the car. That's the worst when we're moving and he farts in the car. That's the worst. He's hotboxing me. When
what do you think of? Back to the peptide question, guys. See a lot of people here talking about peptides. I think besides retatrutide, TB500 is also very effective. When I was strength training, I would get small tweaks here and there. Nothing particularly, nothing too serious as far as how the grade of the tear was. A small grade 1 tear that would heal in 2 to 4 weeks is what I experienced often when I was strength training. When I would take TB500, that pain, ache, or inflammation would be gone within an hour after the injection if I took a large dose. And it was a very powerful ibuprofen where my whole body, right, would feel relief within an hour after injecting TB500. The BPC, however, is something I don't understand how you can compare and contrast and see how effective it is when you compare it to an injury you've had, for example, without BPC. And then maybe you have to have the same exact injury and then compare the duration of time it took you to heal from each one with BPC and without, for you to know, okay, the BPC helped me heal this much faster. But with the TB500, you will feel the relief within an hour, 100%. Whether I had brachialis pain from arm wrestling, or my elbows were inflamed from heavy bench press, or I had a small tear from heavy deadlifts, it gave me almost instant relief.
Larry, I struggle with the chest day. Shall I get boob transplant?
Well, if you got a boob transplant, especially boobs as big as hers, you would reduce your range of motion. So your bench press would absolutely go up. It became kind of like cheating, actually, if a guy got boobs, especially really big ones, because
I've seen that.
You wouldn't have to bring the bar down as quickly.
Yeah,
as far.
Either you take Zins or anything nicotine. No, we don't. What do you think of THC? We love it. I love THC gummies.
I prefer microdose kratom over THC. She loves THC for sure. She'll have a gummy at least every other day. But
no, nowadays very rarely I have once a week. Yesterday I had it after a week.
I think for me at least with THC it gives me anxiety and it makes me sleepy and kills my social battery. So I don't want to really do anything but kind of be entertained.
Yeah.
I don't want to engage with anybody or do anything but watch Netflix and chill. So for that reason, I find it very limited on where I can use it. Whereas like with Microdose Kratom, I can take that before like a big expo or a big event, even before a workout, and I feel like it keeps my social battery charged, gives me some pain relief, and what's that? I see you zoning into something.
Somebody said there was a kick streamer that died from Kratom OD. His name is named Vexed. Well, everything is dose dependent, you know, like if you take a little bit, it's fine. If you take anything a lot, then you're gonna have problems with it, right? So this is Microdose Kratom drink. Recommended dose is no more than 2 a day. So if you follow the instructions, you should be fine, you know. And people die from anything, you know. Nowadays, like fuck, people died from choking on food, or anything. Like if you drink too much water, you can freaking die, you know. So yeah.
Oh, somebody said stop showing off your boobs, you wench.
I'm not even showing off my boobs. They stop.
Oh, are you not?
I should wear like a next time turtleneck or something.
Oh, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our Only Food channel.
Only Food. They are just too big. Is there such thing? It's too big.
Horny Juicer, like, where have you been literally the last 4 years? I can't believe people are still asking me if I'm still in Dubai.
Yeah.
I've been here for 4 years, unless you mean like, have I traveled back to Dubai? But for anyone that's wondering, I've been in LA for 4 years now.
No, not 3 years. 3 years.
3 years. Yeah, I left in
January
23. Yeah, it's been 3 years.
Yeah. I think because people still see your old clips from Dubai, so they still think you're in Dubai. But
That means I haven't watched any of my new clips in 3 years. It's just kind of crazy to me. I've had so many videos.
My name
that
is
went
Shayla.
crazy.
I've seen this guy post it 10 times. What's my name? Well, my name is Shayla.
This guy's spamming what's your name. We gotta have a name badge for you that says my name is Shayla.
Exactly. What do you think of human growth?
What's the thug shake? Do you know what that is?
Thug shake? No.
Okay, I'll have to look that up later. What race is Larry? I'm a bit of a mutt. I just learned recently from the 23andMe that I'm actually like half Portuguese.
Yeah, he's Portuguese, like I don't know, 40, not 40%, but really high percentage of Portuguese, Irish. He's
Oh, look up the thug shake. Now I have to look up the thug shake.
I don't have OnlyFans. We don't have OnlyFans. That's a joke.
Only food.
Only food channel.
We literally have a channel where we review food. We made it like 2 months ago. We're posting videos of us tasting food. It's called Only Food.
Yeah. Dr. Omar is disappointed in you. Well, I'm sorry. He's more white than black, so.
It's true.
Yeah. Larry has an OF. Yes, we have Only Foods channel, YouTube channel where we review food. We just posted the video today, so go and check it out. Is Only FUDZ, right? Like foods, like that.
Yes. Xbox party. Listen, Gooner, if you want to find her Instagram, I'm going to put it in the chat in a little bit. Just hold your horses. Start streaming the food content. That's not a bad idea.
I mean, we could. We went today to a really good place. It was just too busy. Maybe next time we go, we can stream like some places we go and eat. Yeah, for sure.
Booty Pounder. Booty Pounder, your username makes it hard to take anything you say seriously. Like, I have a hard time taking anything.
Somebody said, why your arms so small? They are tiny. Can't even put, like, if I put like my hands together and I have long fingers, I still can't like fully grab them. They're so big.
I never feel like they're that big until I see your hands on them. Like, okay, they are pretty big.
They're freaking huge. Biggest arms. When you gonna propose? Like, we're married.
So Jude, great question. You can inject TB500 and DPC in the stomach for back pain. With TB500, it works with your whole system, so you don't have to have a local injection. Just in your stomach is enough, and it will give you whole body relief. You don't have to, for the relief from TB500, put it directly into the side of pain or injury. Is Reddit good for looks maxing? I mean, if your problem is your diet, then yes. I find Reddit to be pretty effective
Yes,
for
sure.
suppressing your appetite.
Yeah.
I'm not streaming from a doctor's office. Yes, we have to spruce up this streaming room a little bit.
Is there anything you have taken before that you regret?
I've taken crystal meth before, right out of a glass pipe. Not for look maxing, but because I want to have a good time when I was a teenager. But I don't regret it because it was a very interesting experience. And I was fortunate to not get addicted to it.
Yeah.
How
much steroid you on now? All the steroid.
No, I'm not. I'm not on the kitchen sink. I did say crystal meth, yes. I have a past of not addiction, but experimenting with drugs. I think a lot of us do, and I tried it one time, and it was a hell of a ride. But I don't regret trying it. I'm just very fortunate that nothing went wrong. I didn't get hooked on it. It was a horrible come down. It took me 4 days of not sleeping or eating and turning yellow. But eventually I got back to baseline. I got back to normal. But fuck, it was a wild ride. The most insane high I ever had in my life. So for that reason, just to see what the human body is capable of.
Yeah.
As far as like, wow, like there's nothing else I've ever done in my life that made me feel like that, if that makes sense. So it was an interesting experience.
Is there a peptide for a bigger dick?
I'm sorry, you're shit out of luck. But I think women appreciate a hard dick over like a long floppy dick, right? So I think prioritize like keeping it up than like just making it longer, or making it thicker. As long as you like can keep it hard, I think you'll do all right. Do I use a dick pump?
What's that? How do you pump?
Do I use a dick pump?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you use Cialis for a pre-workout?
I tried it, but I have to use at least like 20 milligrams to where the pump does get noticeable. But then I'm congested for 3 days because Cialis has a tendency to make you congested. And I hate not being able to breathe through my nose. And there's so much pressure up here in the sinus when I use it at that dose. So for that reason, it's just not worth it to me. The pump is there, but not being able to breathe through my nose for days is just so annoying. It's like being sick. I hate it.
Do you like midgets?
I don't dislike midgets. There's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's a new spot of piss. She's already pissed twice. Oh man.
Because I cannot take her now outside. I'll clean it now.
Dog needs some milk. This girl next to me is my wife, bro.
Is Jeff Nippert a midget? Well, maybe technically he is.
I mean, I think, yeah, he's close. He's pretty close. He's short. He is one petite guy. Smart as hell, but damn, he's kind of short.
You need to collab with Aiden, yes.
Yeah, he messaged me and said his file was free the week of the 12th, but I guess he got busy, things came up. Maybe we'll make it happen one day. Why are you everywhere? Because I got some time on my hands, and why not?
Exactly.
You don't do the right thing to your wife. You don't do the right thing to your.
What's the best sex position? Aiden Ross. Is that a real Aiden Ross? I don't think so. I think he'd be asking us that.
Yeah.
Give the dog some roids.
Wait, so we got Aiden Ross in the chat saying, "What's the best sex position?"
Larry's definitely a missionary type of guy.
What? That was more of a doggy kind of guy.
I think both. No, that's somebody says here, not me. he just gave it out.
Yeah, I'm definitely not that doggy kind of guy.
Would you fight a midget?
Position weak. Clippers, let's keep that here in the chat, please. Let's not spread that all over the internet. We don't need to know how Larry likes to fuck. I think that's TMI for most people, no?
Yeah.
Larry, in what pose will you put me? No pose, Fred.
Would
Sorry.
you let Aiden take you shopping? No, that's like some Diddy shit, like a man taking you shopping.
But for what? What if it's like for a nice watch, like a new Patek or something?
Yeah, but I mean, for what?
For a stream.
I mean, if you decide, I'll gift you on the stream, but to take you actually shopping, it would be weird, no?
It is kind of weird. Yeah, I feel like I'd be losing my man card doing that. Diddy style.
Yeah, exactly. When you try to take 50 cent shopping, it's like, the fuck you taking me shopping for?
Yeah. yeah, I would lose my man card.
Who do you think is getting Mr. Olympia this year?
I don't know, bro.
Do you like when Larry spits in my mouth? No, I don't like. We don't do that. We don't do them things.
No. Have you ever?
What? You did. What do you mean? I have once.
Okay.
Have you been to Serbia?
I have. I went to a small village called Novi Pazar, and it's like a 5-hour drive from Belgrade, and it's a beautiful city, full of youth. Would I get into the boxing ring any day of the week? Give me 6 months of training, I'll hop in the ring with him.
How tall am I? I'm 5'8".
Last time I checked my test levels, good question. It's been about 6 months or so. Around 1,000, longest part.
So she's not a midget. Well, no.
No, far from it. Far from it. She's actually tall by American girl standards.
Yeah, in
She
Serbia.
like towers over most girls here.
Yeah, in Serbia I'm average height, but here I'm tall.
What's wrong with horny juicer? There are so many goons in this chat. Everyone has like a perverted username.
Yeah.
Horny juicer. Just out of curiosity, how old are you? just really curious. How old are you? And why not Twitch? 28. Okay. I feel like you're blasting. What about health factors? I may look like it, but I'm not. All I've really fixed is my diet, and it's allowed me to use far less gear than I've used in the past. In the past, I've used gear as a crutch, and I would try and like up the dose or maybe slack a bit with eating because I got exhausted from having 6-7 meals a day, and maybe the following day after having all my meals, I would only have 4 or 5. So I wasn't consistent, and when I would stop seeing progress, I would okay, let me just take a little more gear. So I'm guilty of doing that in the past, and that's what ended up getting me to really high doses, not being able to address like the root problem of why my progress would stall, which would oftentimes be my training or my nutrition.
You're arm wrestling again sometime.
Yeah, I want to do tournaments. I just took too many L's with super matches that and nuked my confidence. It was just very discouraging experience. All of my like professional arm wrestling matches have been like me getting absolutely spanked, and you gotta taste victory sometimes to stay motivated. And I didn't get to experience that on like a professional level. So I want to get some confidence with some tournaments. You know, remember that like I still have in me. I'm so capable. I know I am, right? But right now I think there's just too many nerves, and such a bad taste in my mouth from all those L super matches that I don't want to just jump into another super match. For example, Brian Shaw reached out to me, 6'8", 400 pounds. Like, bro, let's get a super match. And I'm like I don't want my first match back into the sport to be Brian Shaw of all people. It's just, again, like too much too soon. Let me start at a more manageable level, like some tournaments, and then get to taste a few W's, and then build some confidence up, and then end of this year, maybe next year, do a super match.
I feel like Shayla would whoop my ass. Most probably, yes. I'm quite strong.
And I feel like you might enjoy it. Oh, shit.
Greg is going to his Doucette to his stream. He can do whatever fuck he wants to do. I don't like that little short dude. He has like a little Napoleon syndrome.
How is that neck so big? From being 300 pounds. What's up with the rat dog? My wife wanted it, so...
Rat dog, she's so cute. It's just she wants to get on the floor and fight with my other dogs.
She's pissed 3 times in this room, and it's only been like an hour and a half. She's an absolute menace. Look, one day she's gonna be cute and I'm gonna love her, but it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
We just got her like a month ago, so I'm still having the puppy blues. She's over it, but I'm still like what's the return policy on it?
What do you use to track your calories? Just eyeballing, I guess, right? You know your calories.
I know my calories because my meals stay the same every day. You know, my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner, it's all the same stuff. My shakes are the same contents every time. So I don't need to track at this point. Once you get you'll eventually get to a point in your journey where you don't necessarily eyeball, you just know what calories each meal or shake has because you've had it so many times before.
Yeah.
Right? It's just helpful in the beginning when you're trying to understand, like, okay, a cup of rice has this many calories, 8 ounces of chicken has this many calories. And eventually, you don't need to do it anymore.
Have you ever taken human growth hormone? Of course.
Yes, and I'm on 10 IU a day of HGH right now. And that's part of why I'm so bloated, right? Because the higher your HGH dose, especially if it's real HGH, the more water retention you hold. And I'm holding a lot of water weight. I think my ankles right now can be proof of it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I can show on chat. Not that I'm proud of it, but just for anyone wondering about what it looks like when you're on 10 IU a day of growth hormone. Let's see,
You can see
edema reveal.
Yeah, I can see it there for sure.
All right. You see the ring from the sock? Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Yep. 10 IU a day. So lots of water retention. Yeah. I'm not revealing anything else, by the way, just this.
How to put on size the fastest way. Eat.
Heart max. Yeah, guys, like when adding size, the best way to do it is, I don't want to say force feeding anymore because there's more effective ways now that I'm more educated on how to bulk sustainably over a long period of time. And I found to be the easiest way is with liquids, meaning if your appetite only allows for 3-4 meals a day, then get the other calories in from liquids, from shakes, and use Carbolin. Carbolin doesn't change the consistency of the shake, so it's just as easy to drink as water. Whereas if you use like Vitargo, then it's like drinking a sludge. It becomes a brick in your stomach. And it takes you too much time to drink it. So I find the more efficient you can be with your shakes, which for in my case is amounting to most of my calories, the more sustainable the diet can be. And right now it takes me like literally, you see it every day, like 5 seconds to chuck 1,000 calories because it's like drinking water. That's how thin the consistency of the shake is with Carbolin. In the past, I would try and use Vitargo. I didn't know about Carbolin, and it wouldn't last because I would get so sick of spending 20 minutes sipping on this sludge of a shake, and it got old and tiresome too quickly. So now I've been bulking for like 3 months, and it's still pretty comfortable. Like I'm not force feeding. I'm hungry for each meal. I'm hungry for my shakes, and as a result, now I can get as big as I want. I'm not limited by like how uncomfortable I am anymore because now it's not a factor. Now my appetite's good, my gut health is good, and I can get as big as I want.
Somebody said, how the fuck did that guy take 100 IU a day? It was just an experiment. They're talking about Sergey. So he only did it for a week, and he said he didn't notice any difference, and that was it. Shayla, why is your right eyebrow way up? I don't know. Is it? Is my right eyebrow way up?
Yeah, it's way up for some reason.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm having a stroke or something.
Whoa, don't use that word around me.
It looks the same to me when
No, it's way up for some reason.
You're lying. No, it's not. What are you talking about?
Not streaming on Twitch, just here on Kick. Your face bloats heavily. Is that a bitch ass excuse? I don't understand the context. Like, if your face is bloated, it doesn't make you a bitch. But I just don't understand what you're trying to. What question? What are you asking?
How did you slide in my DM?
What did I say actually?
Like, hey, what's going on? Something like that.
Yeah. Guys, don't overthink it. If you're eyeing some chick, just take action, right? And don't be a cornball.
Exactly.
I find just keeping it.
No pickup lines.
No corny pickup lines. You know, don't waste too much time sending memes back and forth and small talk. Like, get to the point. Like, hey, how are you? Let's meet up for a workout. Let's have a meal. Let's grab a drink. Get to the fucking point, right? Yeah. And that way you're also not wasting time and girls aren't going to take you serious. Because if she's not interested, right, she may string on for months. But if she's interested, within a week, you should be securing that first date. Does gooning help cut weight? Actually, it can. Because you eat for dopamine. And when you're I mean, you eat for pleasure. When you're gooning, especially if you're actually addicted to corn, you could spend hours and hours and hours, right? Everyone knows, just fapping away. And even if your stomach is growling, turn down food because you're so enthralled in what you're watching, right? Like your brain is prioritizing the high from the corn over getting another meal.
Should girls have muscles?
I think girls should exercise,
Yeah.
but I don't like I just don't like it when girls get hard.
Yeah.
I like girls to stay soft.
Tone, not muscles. Well, tone is muscle.
Wait, did you just call her ass tiny? Have you seen her ass? She has a huge ass. Yeah, I like girls soft, you know.
That I am.
Oh, now double the 390. Shit.
Then my question is how to put on. Okay, the video games you play, Mr. Williams.
I like to play Resident Evil, Baby Steps, Souls-like games, pretty much all solo games because I rage so hard when I play multiplayer games. The only time I've like been visibly angry and wanted to punch a hole in the wall is when I'm losing in a multiplayer game. Nothing upsets me more than like getting shot down repeatedly in like a Call of Duty type game or something. I hate it. So I like to just play single player, horror, usually challenging games where there's no pressure.
Somebody asked you have sculpture injections in your bicep. I didn't even know people do sculpture injections in the bicep. Like I know just people do sculpture in the face and neck, but not in the bicep. But no, he does not. Oh damn, that crack was crazy.
Yeah, I just ordered a new chair because this one's not going to work. I look like my stomach is protruding way too much when I sit in this chair. Look at that. That's just unacceptable.
Who would you like to see in a boxing ring with you?
Nobody. I don't want to box. I don't want to box anybody. How long did it take you? I don't pin every day. Guys, if you're thinking to use Steroidine to inject every day, you're using them wrong, right? I mean, you can pin testosterone every 10 to 14 days, right? So you don't need to pin every single day.
Would you do a cocaine off a midget? This person asked you 100 times, would you do a cocaine off a midget?
I mean, it's not on my bucket list, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't do it. You know?
Why would you be taking cocaine off a midget? What the hell? Why would you be taking cocaine anyway? But
It's just a joke. Just a joke. I'm not going to do blow off a midget.
Don't joke like that. I know I don't like jokes like that.
I haven't used blow since I'm like 18 years old. Like, we're good. Those days are long gone.
What are your thoughts on Clavicular?
I think he's aesthetic and entertaining, and I think that we're gonna collab very soon. Someone cleaned the piss. My wife just cleaned it like 3 times off camera. She's been doing nothing this past 4 weeks but cleaning piss and shit. Having a puppy is a lot of work. We may have just had a kid. I mean, I don't see how having a baby is any less work. This puppy can't be left alone for literally like 5 minutes before she pisses or shit somewhere.
She's drinking a bottle of piss. Yes, Larry's piss, so I can get jacked.
Yeah, my piss is anabolic. It's full of steroids.
Yeah.
You know, I once had a pet turtle and the smell put me off. Turtles stink so bad to me.
Do they?
I think, yeah, I had a pet turtle and the smell is so bad. I can't even describe it. It's like a smell only, I guess, reptiles have or something. Like, I think snakes and other things like that, like lizards smell it. It's gross. Are you gonna go on Fresh and Fit? I mean, I don't see why not. Never tried to cook my own gear. Never thought to do that. It's cheap enough. I think a bottle of test at the homie price is like $40-$50. You know, I never saw the point of like going as far as getting the raw material and cooking it myself. Yeah, I never had the intent to be a steroid dealer. That's the only reason I can see anyone cooking their own gear.
Can you fit in regular economy flights?
Oh, I refuse. Like I just if it's under a 2-hour flight, I'll do economy. But I'm so broad and I have long limbs that I could suck it up and sit in economy, but I just choose to earn more money and fly comfortable in business. Right?
Yeah,
I hate flying in economy. It's so uncomfortable. And especially on long international flights, I get it. Like, there are guys bigger than me that do it. They suck it up, but no thanks. I would gladly pay the extra money when I can afford it, which fortunately for the last few years has been most of the time in fly fucking business.
Would you collab with Gerlach? Hell yeah.
I want Gerlach to jump in a twerking competition at Rampage's house. Like, I think we want to be judges for it. I think that would be so entertaining. I think we should do. Maybe I shouldn't say it. Yeah, but I want to have Gerlach there. Absolutely.
Somebody said that they done 42 hours in economy class. That's wild. I'm sorry. Like, you probably would need days to recover from that. Like, we traveled from Russia to Istanbul in economy class because they don't accept in Russia cards for us to upgrade. And oh my god, this was the tiniest. Even for me, my legs are long and my legs were hitting that seat in front of me. It was really hard. It was horrible.
Cool, I just gotta go up there and shake that chin. Literally. Is the hairline real? The hairline is real, but it's also been touched up with SMP, which is like a hairline tattoo.
But you can't even see it, so it's like that's your hairline.
Yeah, for the most part, this is my hairline. It is all genetic. My grandfather had a full head of hair until he was like 60 years old plus when he passed.
Is that Sintel in your arms? Guys, you don't really know how Sintel looks if you think this is Sintel. Like, this is muscle.
Yeah, good question, Jim. Where the hell was he going for? Like, how many fights was that for 48 hours, man? Like, that's just absolute punishment.
Do you ever take Accutane?
Oh, I don't take Accutane, but before that, thank for does Andrei Smayev really take 100 IU a day? No. And when I asked him that, because some streamer or some...
it was a baker said that to Eddie.
Yeah, he, on some podcast clip, someone was going on and saying that he's on 100 IU. That's a rumor. He's not on 100 IU a day.
Yeah.
And I asked him to confirm, like, bro, like, there's this rumor going around, you're on 100 IU a day, which is taking the whole fucking kit per week of growth hormone. Very expensive. He said, where's the money for that?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, he has a humble salary in Russia. You know, there's no way he's on 100 IU a day.
Let's see what they're asking. Some Gooner here.
Yeah, is there any mods in the chat to get rid of this Gooner? Like, block him for 55 days or something? Block him until not November.
This chat is weird.
Yeah, we have no mods, you know, so I need to make somebody a mod. How do I do that? Mod me, I'm your biggest hater. Let me mod my biggest hater. I kind of want to mod that guy, see what he's going to do. I kind of care to my bigger hater's going to get up to in the chat.
Yeah.
What is my biggest hater going to get up to? Mod me, baby. Kind of afraid to mod the wrong person.
What do they do? They just like regulate the chat.
They keep the gooners out, basically.
But you can remove the moderator whenever you want. We just don't know how yet.
Yeah. Literally like aunt and uncle here fucking have no clue how to operate this thing. Mod. Okay, the one with the green check mark, I'm gonna mod. Yeah. Let me mod him. Well, I'm not gonna know how to do that. Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Literally no idea how to mod.
Somebody tell us.
Yeah, how do I mod? How do I mod somebody? We literally have no idea how to mod anybody. How do I mod somebody? Mod me and I won't take you away. Oh, mod you. Okay. Good looks. Bayam. 1 sec. Let's see what this little. Oh, mod. It's not a problem. Mod. Shit. Okay.
Is that with the green, like with the check mark, no?
Where is it? Oh, there it is. All right. Okay. All right, just type it in. What is it?
Mercury, M-Y.
Oh, it came right up.
You see?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just monitored. Just did it.
So press like enter. I guess maybe not.
I just did though. What the fuck?
Do mod Mercury in chat. Do you write in chat?
Oh no. Alright, fine. It's not fucking working.
And then chat maybe.
Huh?
Press chat.
No, I did.
And it's not going through? Well, maybe it is.
Okay, I followed your instructions, but when I hit enter, nothing happens. So I guess we're not doing a mod on this stream because
Yeah.
it's not working.
Well, we're gonna figure it out for the next one. We're almost done, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
Take care of chat and maybe I'll make sure your camera is only focused on your biceps. Cooked. Are you watching UFC? No, we're not.
No, we're watching the chat, but maybe we missed out on watching it tonight.
Go to creators dashboard and select.
All right, on the next stream because we already been here like 3 hours. So well, it's only 2 hours actually.
2 hours, yeah.
Yeah. I hate eating challenges. I'm so bad at them. I lose every time. You know, you don't get to 300 pounds by just eating a ton of food in one sitting. You do it by like having large meals frequently throughout the day, and over a long period of time. But like, I've never been good at getting down a ton of food in one sitting. It always makes me feel sick afterwards.
Thoughts on Fusi's bodybuilding journey?
I mean, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. We'll have to do a workout with him. Dean, hey, thank you. Preach to the chat. Yes, everything tomorrow will be set up properly. This is the first stream. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're embarrassing ourselves at times, but it's going to get better every day.
What do you find more difficult, cutting or gaining?
Gaining by far. Cutting, I find so easy. I mean, you're hungry for a few hours throughout the day, but that's so much more manageable than when you bulk and you're in the bathroom 8 times a day. Your sleep is compromised. You have to use a fucking CPAP machine. Your clothes don't fit right. Your gut's protruding. You feel kind of not lethargic, but just heavy and full all the time. Yeah, it's something you don't do for a long period of time.
Are you do gym streams? No.
Not really, not here. Gym streams, guys. Like for one, when I'm when I'm focused on my workout, I don't have many opportunities to talk to the chat 'cause I'm trying to catch my breath and focus on what to do next. I'm looking at my program. I'll do them on occasion, but as I've been saying periodically throughout the stream tonight, I have so much fitness content on every other platform. I don't want to flood more fitness content here. I want this to be something different.
And your workouts edits are pretty raw, so it's very similar feeling. I feel like than like streaming.
Yeah, exactly. Bro used to play.
How do you deal with stretch marks?
You
don't really have them.
Yeah, I don't really have them anymore, but I remember I did have them when I was blowing up as a teenager, especially on my first cycle at 17, 18. And you just are, if you have stretch marks, it means you're growing, unless you're getting fat, and you're more fixated on like your clothes fitting better and your hard work paying off than the stretch marks. Like you do notice them, but because your physique overall has improved so much for you to even have stretch marks, unless you're getting fatter, that it's an afterthought. It's not something that's gonna bother you in your bodybuilding journey.
Do you do custom plans? No, but soon he's launching.
I do custom plans, yeah. So if you're interested in like coaching content, you can go to my Instagram page, Lift Like Larry, and I post every single day coaching content there. And very soon be introducing one-on-one coaching. We can hop on a phone call with me, and I'll walk you through how to do this bodybuilding shit.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. You're going to launch it soon. Like,
yeah.
That's what I meant.
Which is bigger, my muscles or...
His muscles.
My muscles, for sure. But I think, chest for chest, I think you have me beat now.
Now, yes.
I think you definitely have me beat. Those are some big boobs.
Do you think your heart has grown?
No, I had it measured in Dubai like 2-3 years ago, and it grew. They said slightly from exercise, but it wasn't anything to be concerned about. Did they bait him? All right. Ingen has a teen wife.
Who's
No,
that?
he ran East versus West, a big arm wrestling
Where is he from?
federation. Istanbul, Turkey.
Oh, it's common there.
My favorite country besides USA is Serbia,
Thank you.
by far.
I wouldn't even say my favorite country besides USA, Serbia myself. Like, yeah, I'm from there, but it's definitely not like one of my favorite places.
But my favorite place to visit would be Japan.
Yeah. Come to Sarajevo, Bosnia. Yeah, for sure. I love Sarajevo. I haven't been in a long time, so I would love to visit again. It's very similar to Novi Pazar, I think.
My best investment, okay, beside my wife's boobs, would have to be my gym. I just opened a gym a couple years back called One Gen Gym. It's a gift that keeps on giving. Like my wife's boobs.
You're looking huge.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. 031. Look, I've been working on trying to get Smayev to compete in a powerlifting competition, but he wants to do things his own way. My work isn't done yet. I'm confident by the summertime I will have a commitment from him, because I think he's going to absolutely shock the world if he does a competition, whether it's bodybuilding or powerlifting or even arm wrestling. I think he's world class at whatever he decides to do.
Greetings from Argentina.
What's going on? What's up? Soy Donnie Bobby. Someone speaking, I was going to say, is that Serbian? It's Russian.
No, it's Russian. Larry gonna Ruski govori. I think. I don't know.
Have I ever been robbed before?
No.
Yes, I have, but not at gunpoint. It was at my mom's place in the Bronx, 25 East 93rd Street in the Bronx. And I remember I had like $1,000 in a drawer, and it was cash, right? And I remember the day after I deposited it in where I stored it, the following day it wasn't there, and the window to my fire escape was open. So someone like literally went into my room. I don't know how the hell they knew I had money in there, and took it. It was wild. But it's not the same as being robbed at gunpoint, right?
Yeah.
But I absolutely was like stolen from. I've been in one street fight with my mom's ex.
Do you think Sam Solik is going to doing his pro debut soon? I don't know. What's the
Yeah, he's got his pro debut with Arnold. But he's gonna do great.
Yeah, he
His
looks-
conditioning is world class. He's gonna do really good.
Did you whoop your mom's ex's ass?
I did, and I was 16. He was 27, and I remember I was so much bigger than him already. At 16, I was already like 6'1". I was already fully grown, probably like 190 or so. He was a smaller guy, and midway through the fight, he pulled out what I thought to be a knife. He tried to stab me in the neck, and I was like, "Oh shit, this escalated really fast." And I immediately regretted punching him in the face for disrespecting me. This guy just had it out for me from day one. We never got on for whatever reason, and he was much younger than my mom, and I think, I don't know what he had against me, but anyways, someone broke up the fight, and then later that night, my mom told me he was trying to get a gun from his brother to shoot me and prove a point. Luckily, his brother didn't give it to him and said he's an idiot. But I remember like fucking shaking and crying and shit like that fucking like ruined my life over some bullshit. Like, this is the craziest way. Like, I never saw that. Like, it just escalated so quickly. And ever since then, I decided never to, even if someone disrespects me in public, it's never worth it, guys. Like, what was, he called me a bitch basically, right? And then I just punched him in the face. I was just so up to here with him. And at that age, I had no control of my emotions, right? I was very impulsive. And it went from what might have been a harmless fist fight to getting stabbed in the neck with what wasn't a knife but a key. And then at that same night, me getting word that he's trying to get a gun from his brother to kill me. I'm like, okay, that's how fast it can escalate, right? So I've learned, luckily nothing transpired after that. Like, we both cooled off. We didn't make up. We just went our separate ways. We just avoided each other. But that was like a life lesson, like a warning, like how quickly shit can go south if you don't get under control.
Do you think Brian Shaw can beat LeVon?
No, I don't think anyone can beat LeVon. I think LeVon's going to die undefeated. Nobody can beat LeVon. LeVon is unbeatable.
Maybe Andre Smyth gets into
Maybe Andre Smyth. But even still, I mean, LeVon's just out of this planet. All right, guys, we're early birds. We're going to wrap this stream right here. And plus, I just want to add so much more to the stream for the next one, like the emotes, moderators, all this stuff I still have to figure out. With that said, I think a great first stream. We have like 300 of you in here, so thank you. You guys are all the day ones. Thank you so much. And
we'll see you again soon.
We'll see you tomorrow. We're doing this every day. Every day, same time, 5 p.m. Peace. Wait, now how do I end the chat?
You gotta do your phone.
Yeah, for sure.